and I had a huge zit under my nose. Oh, it was really, it was like, why? Anyway, it was good. This weekend was lit. Okay. Now I went to George for my cousin's 21st birthday. That was like, we left last week Wednesday. I returned yesterday, which was Tuesday. And it was Jane's and in Crate's weekend. Like at any time spent with my cousin Alicia is just like next level. And I was with my sis, we were hanging with the people, met new people, you see what I'm saying? People that's not really new, but that I like knew, but didn't really know, you know, and never hung out with. So that was really cool. It was just a great time, but I'm definitely not sharing the details of the weekend, but I am making this video to just acknowledge a Jane's like growth point for me. So there was this really attractive guy that we were hanging out with for the weekend. Like we saw him like I think 3 times. We hung out with him and like with them rather, but he was one of them. And it was Jane's like I don't find many guys attractive. So I don't know what it is, but like I think there are guys that are attractive, but there aren't many that I'm like, I'm really attracted to this guy. You know, like that doesn't, I don't think it doesn't really happen with me, but it doesn't really happen with me. It's not like, I just don't, it's not a focal point for me, where it's not like a thing that's just a general thing for me. I don't know. So when I do find a guy attractive, it's like, oh my word, this guy's like seriously attractive. And like, then I'm like, Jane's attracted to the person, right? According to Siri, anyway, and then, yeah. So, moral of the story is, the growth point that I'm talking about. Like, previously when I found a guy attractive, I would, like, throw myself at the guy. I would, like, you know that whole thing of, like, I would, like, go sit next to the guy, and I would, like, make extra sure that the guy knows that I'm there, and that he knows that I'm in them streets, and that I want to be, you know what I'm saying, in them streets, and what. You read in them streets the way you want to read it, but I know what I mean when I'm saying in the streets, you see what I'm saying? And this weekend it was just like, no. Honestly, like, I feel like my presence alone is enough to make sure that you know I'm there. You know what I mean? And I feel as though my presence is enough. And I believe that a guy, regardless of whether it's serious, because obviously this guy, it wouldn't have been serious or anything, but even amidst that, I feel like a guy is supposed to pursue me. You know, like a guy should make sure that I know he wants me, even if it is just for a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not to say that I wouldn't speak to the person or whatever, but I'm not gonna cross my boundaries and like lose a sense of my dignity just to prove to you that I'm in the streets. Like, if you don't want to talk to me, if you don't recognize me, if you don't see me, even if I find you attractive, then so be it. Then I just found you attractive and I went on with my night. You know what I mean? And so I said that a lot, you know what I mean? So that was Jane's the growth point for me. And I was like, and I made sure that the boo knew that I found him attractive. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was not unaware that I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And then there was like this whole thing. But the point is just that it was good for me to like experience what it means to really let that go, because it's a sense of controlism. It's a fear of losing control. It's being a control freak, wanting to make sure that the person knows you're there, because then you're not really willing to let the person choose for themselves who they would want to be in them streets with, and you want to control that whole setup. And I'm like, that's not my setup to control, and I just get myself into danger. And like, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with just, I'm cool with like, I'm gonna stare at you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna enjoy, I'm gonna stare at you, you know what I'm saying? But like, as dit vir my beskoring nie, maar ek gaan nie iemand, hy is bietjie baie lelike woorde gebruik. Maar iemand soos, I'm not gonna hunt someone down just so that they can be in the streets knowing I'm there. I'm gonna like chill. And like it was so good. It was so good to recognize the journey of growth that Jesus has been walking with me, and that the relationship with him has become such a pivotal space where he fills the voids, and continues to fill them, that I don't find it necessary for a guy to do so. You know, and even the moments this weekend where it was like, oh Lord, I just want him to like recognize me. Oh Lord, I just want him to like, on the streets. I just want it. And it was like, I could share that with him and he could fill the void. And I could stand strong and know, yes, I was definitely like quite peeved off at some points this weekend. It was still like, oh, whatever, I was still able to be okay in the moments when in the past I would like lash out or freak out or like try to steal attention or do stuff like that. Like this weekend I was like, yo, bro, this is where his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like if it ain't for me, it ain't for me, and I'm gonna let that be. And I'm still gonna enjoy myself and experience the emotions that I am feeling and experiencing and have that truth in there. It was good.